G'day, welcome to another episode. I think this must be episode number 75, John?
76.
76 today. That's good. We've done a few. That's good. I want to thank everybody who's subscribed, and I want to thank everybody who's watching, and I'd like to thank everybody who's sent me some really lovely messages on LinkedIn, on the website, and personally emailed me, and they've been very gracious in saying that we've inspired them and we've given them some information to make their lives better, etc., etc. Feel very, very gratified with that. I've had a lot of fun working with John. It's been about nearly a month since we've recorded, so the stuff that we've been giving you has been stuff that we recorded prior. So the last month for me has been extremely busy working on my development and my real estate training. And one of the things that came up out of that was in the training that I've been doing, I've been looking at people and trying to decide, A, how I get them motivated and inspired, B, what demotivates them, and C, is there a common element or thread in really motivated people across the board of the ones that I actually deal with. So from Melbourne to Perth and back, I'll look at the people that I deal with, and I've done a little bit of an analysis, and I'd like to just to share that with you this morning. So the next couple of minutes is going to be spent on motivation. And I want to talk about what I think is a common thread in motivated people. So I tried to look at myself, because I generally believe I'm fairly motivated. And one of the things that I think are very, very important is motivated people have a very strong sense of achievement. Two, ambition, not necessarily fiscally related, but generally ambition into growing yourself is important. I see that as a common thread. There also, with people that are ambitious, there is an expectancy. So an expectancy is really a results-driven trait. So they have an expectation of success. So they start something and they're motivated with something because they have an expectation of success. That also leads to being results-driven. They generally are very results-driven, which is really part B of the expectation of success. Another trait that I found, which actually surprised me, that motivated people, highly motivated people, and there are plenty of them on YouTube, but highly motivated people have a very strong need for socialisation. They are social creatures generally. Not all the time, but in the majority of cases, they are very, very, very social. They network well, they communicate well, they give well, they receive well. So from that point of view, I think that's a very, very strong trait. And the last one for me, and there's probably two words, persistency or consistency, right? They are persistent. So persistence and consistency. Now, so the B side of motivation is when someone is demotivated or they're not motivated in general, how does that happen? What gets someone to be demotivated or just lack motivation to succeed? And I think, generally speaking, the one thing that affects people who are demotivated is inaction. Inaction is like cancer. Right? There is more dollars, productive dollars lost across the globe from inaction than any other bad decision that you'll ever make. So if you believe that, then you understand the fact that the difference between successful people and non-successful people is motivation. And in my world, I tried to get some components up. So just to go over them one more time, I believe motivation is made up from a sense of achievement, ambition, expectation of success, which it really is a results-driven behaviour. 4, that they are social creatures. Socialisation is very important for motivation because you're being inspired by the people around you. And number 5, that consistency or persistency. So, and in that case, and interestingly enough, a couple of people that I'm working with right now that are actually writing some very, very big real estate numbers right now might not have all those things happening at one time. When they do have all those things happening at one time, then the world is their oyster. But generally speaking, due to all the things that happen in your life and day-to-day experiences, sometimes not everything is at its peak. But if you understand what it takes to be motivated, and you believe, like I believe, that these 5 things are critical to motivation, then you can implement, and like I've spoken before, knowledge, strategy, and implementation. Once you have the knowledge and you get a strategy in place, then the implementation is very important. And over the last month or so, since I've been really having a good look at this with the people that I've been working with, as I've just said, is I wrote these down one night in a quick discussion that I had with John, and it was really easy to format what I think creates motivation. So if you agree with me, hopefully you'll be able to implement those. Good luck. Thanks for listening.